what we have here are the Wellgo brand cleat adapters for the Shimano pedals, specifically for their SPDs, commonly used on mountain bikes as well now as stationary bikes. So what is this? And I searched the internet prior to purchasing these, and there aren't a ton of videos explaining why do you need these instead of just the SPD cleat, which is this inside part. Well, here's why. So these are CD shoes. They have nothing to do with Shimano. I believe they're Italian. I have had these shoes for probably close to 12 to 15 years. They're old, but they're still very comfortable, have tons of life in them, and I do not road ride the way I used to with these shoes, but what I do now is ride a spin bike with SPD pedals. So when you flip this over, with no cleat on it at all, there's this triangle 3-bolt pattern right here. Obviously, they're already threaded on the inside, which, if you go and order just the SPD cleat, which is the center part right here with these 2 holes, there's no way to mount it on here. So Wellgo, and there are a few other brands, but this is by far the most popular one. I will put a link in the description below if you'd like to purchase them. They came up with this system where you can still use your 3-bolt pattern, and then the SPD cleat, I'll pull it out of the package here in a second, is higher, essentially, is it's not recessed, so it definitely, quote unquote, sticks out, as you can see. So you can clip into the SPD pedal. All right, so out of the box, again, this is not complicated. What you will notice is you have a couple different sets of screws. Essentially, there are, I believe there's four different sizes. No, yep, 4. Here we go. Whoop, hold on. So there's a very, very short one, 2 middle ones, and a much longer one. And again, there should be 6 of each. And they are going to go into sorry about that, these right here. And then why is there this gap? The gap is so you can adjust them, move them up and down, or however you want to make that happen. And then the other piece of this puzzle is they do give you these right here. This lands right in there. If for some reason you were going to mount these, and you can see the picture here. If you need these for purposes down the road. It's my understanding, I have not used these yet, that if you mount these 4 here, this recessed cleat right here, so this part is the toe, and then here's your back part that clips in, should work just fine in an SPD pedal. They do have these, I'll call them ridges, teeth, right there to kind of help grip the bottom of the shoe. But essentially, you're going to flip your shoe over, and you would line this up accordingly, like so. Find the right, ooh, just slid off. Find the right bolt pattern, or bolt size, excuse me, that is your pattern already. And then you can adjust it this way, whatever's more comfortable with your knees and your hips, up and down, depending on if you like it further back or up closer on your toes like that. They are Allen wrenches here. Size-wise, I'm not going to guess, but it's fairly small. The other thing I highly recommend is that you mount the cleats, get them adjusted right, again, so they're comfortable, and then go back and re-tighten these screws after 1 or 2 rides, and I recommend doing that probably 3 or 4 times. They can loosen up. I don't recommend you putting any sort of glue or Loctite in here. You can put a little bit of like bike grease, like Parks grease, on the threads if you'd like. But I personally don't think it's necessary, especially if you're going to be riding these on a stationary bike inside and you're not going to be running through mud puddles and things like that. So I hope that helps. I'm not going to mount them. It's not hard. Just put the screws in there and make sure that you have it angled correctly, and you always put the toe in first into the pedal, and then stand up, push down, and it'll clip on in. Hope that helps.